What is up, A-Team? Welcome back. Awesome here. Hope everyone's having an awesome day or night, depending on where we're at, but I hope it's awesome. And yes, we're back at it today to talk more about crypto, to talk more about the markets. As you guys know, the cryptocurrency market has taken a little bit of a tumble here. My leveraging shorts last night, or my leveraging longs last night, got a little obliterated. I hit my stop losses, lost probably about, $600 last night. Obviously, not good. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to sweat it. I obviously signed up for the risk, but I contributed to the downturn of crypto today. As you guys know, the reasons why crypto is taking a tank is obviously because liquidations are happening. I mean, a significant portion of liquidations triggered last night due to overextending your leverage. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is the extension of the leverage out there. These exchanges, obviously, that's what's driving a lot of the markets right now, is the liquidations and the over leveraging of people. People are just out there gambling, taking their leverages, and they're just getting obliterated right now. We're also seeing that yesterday was a pretty big sell-off of some of the ETFs out there. So as much as we were rallying back up, ETFs were actually coming down. If you go back and you pull up RCAM, even if you pull up Farside and look at the ETF funds for Bitcoin and Ethereum, there was obviously some downturns in the market there. So yeah, we're starting to see that over the last 24 hours here. Bitcoin back down almost 3%. Ethereum back down almost 4% now. So we're starting to hit some levels again, bottoming out, which again, kind of expected to some degree, hoping that we could rally out of it. But, we still have some time here. But before we jump into all the data and showing everything that's going on here, we did have some inflation data coming in today as well. We'll jump into all that. But I want to say what's up to the A-Team. We got Tim Shea. We got the Mayor of Crypto in the house here. What's up, my guy? Appreciate you being here. We got Bruce. What's up, Bruce? Appreciate you being here, man. Chris, B-May, Mark. Pipeline's in the house here. We got Andrew. What's up, man? What the hell are we getting ready for? Another dump. A dump is here, man. A dump is here. I'll tell you what we're going to get ready for. Are we ready? I'll show you some data, and we can go from there, dude. Let's go with Z-Goals. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Just Maui. What's up, my guy? Good to see Just Maui. Whoa. What's going on, Scott? Everyone over on the TikTok side, what's going on, everyone? We got Midlife Millions over here. What's going on? What's going on? Good to see you over there. Who else we got? We got a Zero dude in the house here. Dave's dog Zoe. What's up, man? Scott Sloan. We got Scott Sloan in the house here. Appreciate you being here, Dustin. Guy, what's up, Guy? We got Deb in the house. What's up, Deb? Good to see you. Griff, Andrew B. No outflows for XRP ETFs. That is true. That is actually a valid statement, Andrew. Is that the XRP ETFs have been doing phenomenal. I was mostly talking about the Ethereum and Bitcoin ETFs. So kind of crazy there. What's up, Uppers? Good to see you, dude. Lone Star Kid. Good to see you. Who else we got? Neo's in the house here. Tony Punch. RBP. All right, I scrolled a little bit fast. If I did miss you guys, I'm sorry. Let's jump into it, man. Let's jump into it. We got some things to cover today. Like I said earlier, you can see we fell back down to a $3.04 trillion market cap. To see it go down almost 4%, literally over, just since 5 a.m. Today, right? 5 a.m. is when this kind of started on the downturn here. You can see Bitcoin fell back below 90,000, which again is a psychological number here. Took a pretty big hit in the last 24 hours here. ETH almost back below, actually dropped below into the 3,000 marker. And, again, 3.87% down the last 24 hours. XRP fell down to 203. Not that big of a fall. It was sitting at roughly 207, 209 last night. So not too crazy of a fall, but definitely down pretty decent. You can see right now, and we look at the indicators last night. I was kind of on the edge. I did put a long in, but, there was some room for it to actually move one way or the other. And obviously it got derailed. So that's kind of where it's at. You can see Stellar sitting here a little bit down, and our baby Hedera back into the 13. So a lot of these things are on the downtrend for this Friday. Like I said, the previous 4 Fridays, things have actually been in the green. So we'll see if Friday actually ends in the green compared to where it started today. But we'll continue to look at that. The stock market right now, obviously looking pretty good based off of the light inflation readings that came through. The Dow's up 161. S&P 500 is up 17, and the NASDAQ 665. As you guys know, inflation data came in here. September PCE inflation, preferred inflation measures rises to 2.8%, in line with expectations of 2.8. So that's actually good. Core PCE inflation fell to 2.8, below expectations of 2.9. So again, very, very good reading right here. Headline PCE inflation is set at its highest since October of 2023, yet the Feds will keep cutting rates. So this is actually kind of positive. Like I said, it's a light inflation reading. There was things that were in line and things that actually met expectation, which is good, right? It's just one reading out there, but it is nice to sort of see out there. And we're kind of can we talk about Netflix? Dude, Netflix killing it, right? That came out. Andrew B posted in the chat last night about the whole Netflix deal. Kudos to Netflix, man. Kudos to Netflix for going out there and dominating the space with that. Right here, we have the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment. This is, again, this is the biggest report to come out here. I mean, I know that some people obviously hedge some things off of it. But you can see right now the University of Michigan sentiment report is at 53.3. This tends to happen after recessions and bear markets. Here's what the S&P 500 did next. So you can actually see anytime that we come down to these levels right here, what actually happens after that. We usually do really, really well. Look at every time that this index comes down here for the S&P 500, we actually do really, really well. We're already at those levels. I mean, we're basically in bear territory for these numbers here. And anytime that we get down to these levels, we have a nice little rally out of this. So again, I know that there's a lot of indicators out there that are saying, oh, it's a bear market, or oh, we're going to have this massive downturn. Like, you got to realize there's a lot of other things out there that are already in bear territory. Even with the markets being where that, even with Bitcoin being at 89,000, Ethereum being at 3,000, XRP being at $2. We already have a lot of these other indicators and things that we track already in bear territory. So if this is bear territory that we're in, and we're at these numbers, and we're gonna set ourselves up for the next rally, I mean, we're in a pretty good spot right now. Even BTC goes to 70K, we're still in a bull run. I mean, 70K is still great, right? I mean, it's well above the previous bull run. Yeah, and it's crazy. But every time you see these red dots, anytime that we've actually hit these levels down here, which is below 55. Anytime we've hit these levels, which are in the red dots right here, we've had rallies after it, right? It might not be a full relief rally. It might not be like going to all-time highs, but we will get this relief rallies that happen. And that's kind of what my trend of like this week's been about, is that if you go back and actually just take a look at Bitcoin, like right here, we knew that it's going to come fill was going to come fill this fair value gap, right? This is on the 12-hour chart right here, but even if you go to the day chart, there's still another fair value gap. Oh, it actually filled up. Let's go to the 4-hour. 4-hour probably has one too. Yeah, you can see on the 4-hour here, we knew that this fair value gap on Bitcoin was going to get filled up. This is actually buy territory for Bitcoin right now. You could actually even probably pull this fib, get rid of this fib and pull it from here. Let's actually pull it from here and see where we're at. I mean, you're technically right now with this little dip right here, you're actually in technically a buy territory. It went down to a fair value gap, went down to almost 0.5 on this retracement right here, and now you're hoping for the next leg. I mean, the 4 hours at the bottom here, right? 4-hour being a really good indicator here. The 12-hour is working its way down. The day chart is obviously going to be working its way down now too. So you're kind of probably hoping over here in the next, I don't know, 48 to 72 hours, somewhere in that ballpark, that we're probably going to be in a little bit of a downtrend. But you never know. The 4 hour is going to eventually come back up here. We might have a little spike back up, maybe get back into the 90, 92, 93 range again. But it could probably be a little rough. It'll probably just be like some ups and downs through the rest of this week and into next week. We know that we have a lot of data coming out here on Wednesday. We got our economic projections for the end of the year coming with good old Jerome Powell. We have rate cuts coming. And I think a lot of people are expecting the rate cuts to do really good for the cryptocurrency market. It's been a buy the rumor, sell the news event for majority of the year. Anytime you think the market's going to do well, usually the market does the opposite of it. Anytime that Jerome Powell speaks, it might rally, but we end up falling. So I mean, there's just a lot of that, dude. Yeah, you'll be in your lose your ass territory if you're buying. Andrew, it's good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well. Austin, if the Feds cut rates next week, will XRP get boosted? Do we have to wait until the summer comes? It's always the buy the rumor, sell the news, and we just never know like what's going to happen when Jerome Powell speaks. I mean, we all know that, dude. Like it's an up and down. It's an up and down battle with him, dude. So, I don't know what's going to happen. We know the rate cuts are great for the market. We know that we need rate cuts. How the markets react to Jerome Powell speaking, it all comes down to his rhetoric. It all comes down to how he says it, what he says, and usually he's pretty bearish. I mean, the way he says things. So it's kind of different, dude. Jorge, what's up, buddy? Morning, A-Team, XCL Mafia in the house here. Hell yeah, Scott. Good to see you, buddy. Hope all is well with you, man. The late night streams are 11 o'clock New Orleans time. Damn, dude. So it's pretty late, dude. That's a pretty late stream. Hey, A-Team, I made it. Miss anything about XCL or Cent? No, not yet, dude. We haven't talked about it yet. I was in a space earlier this morning with the XCL Mafia talking about stuff. So yeah, it was fun, dude. I was so damn tired. I know. Well, it's a close call, but I suppose it'd rather be in a small speedboat. We're talking about the boats. But so this is actually good signs right here from the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report here. Like this is actually looking pretty good in all reality. You can see right here, crypto liquidations resume, sending Bitcoin back below 90,000. 200 million worth of leveraged positions have been liquidated over the last 24 hours. We can go back and actually take a look at the liquidation chart right here. I mean, 492 Again, liquidation longs are going to, every time a long gets put in there, it's going to get obliterated. That's basically what it comes down to. If you're long in the market, these hawks are coming out and scalping you, dude. That's what it comes down to. I'm probably going to sit on the sidelines and not leverage anything in the markets because I'm just contributing to the mess of what this is, I feel. And so until people learn their lesson, including myself, there's no reason to long or short. There's no reason to put any margin calls in and leverage the markets because these exchanges are going to come out and obliterate you regardless of where it's at, dude. They're already sending the teams in to do that. So it's just kind of wild to see how much it fluctuates because of the leverage trading that's out here. It's kind of sucks in all reality. It wasn't like this a year ago, but all of a sudden now it is. You know what I mean? Right here, Bitcoin's drawdown triggered the biggest spike in realized losses since FTX. This is actually quite a phenomenal number here. As you guys know, FTX back over here in January 2023, this was the FTX fiasco. These are the spikes from realized losses. Now look at where we're at right now, dude. These are realized losses, meaning that like people actually sold and took a loss. This is unrealized. This is realized, and it's just driven by short-term holders, meaning that people bought Bitcoin at 100,000 and they sold it at 90,000. People that bought it at 113,000 and it went down and they sold it at 100,000. So like realize that that's what this is driven by. A lot of what's happening right now is driven by short-term holders selling their positions for losses. Maybe they're calling it, maybe they're doing for some harvesting, some tax harvesting. I don't know, but this is a lot of it's driven because of this, and so people are actually losing a majority of this. And again, there's long-term holders and there's short-term holders in here, and you can see long-term holders are selling too, but this is actually driven by the short-term holders. And again, that's anything less than 155 days or less is considered a short-term holder. So someone holding basically 6 months or less would be a short-term holder, give or take. But that's what a lot of this is driven by. This is off of Glassnodes, by the way. Glassnodes actually posted this. So pretty phenomenal when you look at that we are at levels higher than FTX. And as you guys know, FTX was one of the biggest collapses in crypto, or at least fueled the biggest collapse in crypto. And yet we're already at these levels, exceeded these levels significantly. And we're still sitting at a Bitcoin of 89,000, 90,000. We're back over here. Bitcoin was roughly 16,000. So we're already reached these levels. And that's what I'm saying is that we've reached these levels. And this was the peak. This was like the low of the market right here. And so I don't know, are we at the low of the market? I mean, indicators are kind of telling us. I mean, graphs and charts are telling us that we could be at that level. I mean, people are exiting their positions and haven't bought back in, basically. So it's kind of crazy when you see that. This right here, the fair value gap of 88 to 89,000 is being filled. Hidden bullish divergence between November 21st, December 1st, and December 5th lows. And so basically, you have these fair value gaps. As you guys know, markets tend to go in and hit these fair value gaps. I showed this on the chart right here. We do have fair value gaps sitting right here on the 4 hour. I mean, even if you go back and look at the weekly, I mean, weeklies, tend to have a nice little fair value gaps here as well. You can see that we came down and we came down and filled up this fair value gap that was back over here, which was around this fair value gap actually opened back up in April of 2025. We've came back down and literally filled this entire fair value gap. And now, the next one to fill is back up here at 97. Which eventually this will get back to 97 and fill this gap. Markets are magnets, dude. They're going to continue to fill the gaps of where liquidity got skipped. Fair value gaps are where they leave like large holes of liquidity that needs to fill them. And that's what these are. And so this gap got left right here, which means that most likely liquidity is going to come up and fill this at some point. I don't know the date. I don't know when it's going to happen. But we can sit here and say that most likely we're going to probably build up out of this. It could take roughly 3 to 4 weeks. I was saying somewhere around, even the last one that we sat right here after this massive fall, we sat down here for 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 weeks before we started to take off. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you can count the fifth week, if you want to count this long downturn right here. But if you want to say, okay, where we actually sat, it's 4 weeks. So we're roughly 2 weeks out before we see the bottom of this. So the Santa rally is right on board with the previous dip that we had here. So you ask yourself, I mean, Santa rally coming here. I mean, it's kind of looking like Q1 could be a really good rally, and the end of Q4. So 2 weeks out, we should probably start to see some where this goes. I mean, in all reality, and I'm here for it, dude. Like this is the time to accumulate DCA. That's kind of where I'm at. I know some people probably disagree with it, but that's okay. I mean, This is where I'm at. Kokor, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, saying hello. Appreciate you, man. Trent, what's up, man? Marty's in the house. What's up, guys? I put 2K into Sentinel. Oh, damn, bro. Get it, man. Yeah, Sentinel's killing it right now, dude. Sentinel's out to 1.3 million pre-sale right now. Yeah, it's absolutely killing it right now, dude. So good times to buy crypto. I think DCing into any position right now. I mean, like that's kind of where if you're if you bought high on something, DCing in is the best thing to do. I'm not saying you're ever going to get your the average. You're going to try to get your average down so when the next thing comes up, the next rally, you can make a profit. That's the whole goal about doing the DCA side of it. Will Clarity Act stop leveraging? I don't think so, B-May. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm tired of the manipulation. Can't wait until the Clarity Act comes. Yeah, and that's my big question. Is like, how much is the Clarity Act going to like stop? I think where the manipulation comes from, it's not from us leveraging. The retail investors aren't leveraging. What happens is that you get institutions out here that are probably leveraging as well, and then you get you get Binance and you get all the other people that are doing the same thing. I'd love to see leverage stop for a month. That'd be crazy if it did be polar. Be cooler. To everyone, have a great day. You too, Jorge. I appreciate you being here, man. Seiko, we got Seiko Hunt in the house here. DJ Seiko, what's up, my guy? I was watching your stream from last night while I was working and thinking, for Austin's longs. I know, right? It's all good, dude. I that's why you put stop losses in. You take the risk. I mean, you lose some, you win some. I'll probably come back in and make it back at some point. Really happy XCL reached out to you. XCL devs are for the community, and so are you. You're good. I appreciate you, Neo, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah. Thank you, man. I'm in the middle of child, and my name is Avery. Good. What else we got here? Selmo. We got Selmo. What's up, Selmo? Good to see you, man. The best stablecoin on planet Earth. What is the best stablecoin? Cool Cat. Charts are saying we're at the bottom. Could go lower. We'll go higher eventually. I know, right? We could always say eventually. Markets are staying irrational longer. You can stay liquid if you're not careful. Yeah, just be careful with what you're buying. But I mean, if you never sell, you never lose, right? I mean, in all reality, and that only goes for blue chip cryptos. I mean, if you don't sell, you won't lose. I mean, in all reality. So I as long as you if you're putting stuff into blue chips, things that we know have a good chance. I mean, you're good, right? Excited, hell yeah, dude. Haven't. What about the plans, Trent? What are you talking about? Our Fed value gaps always filled. Could the crypto bill passing in December rate cuts? Usually at some point during the course of crypto, the gaps will get filled. I mean, like even to the point right down here, right? I mean, these fair value gaps, and again, not all fair value gaps will be filled. Like these fair value gaps will never probably get filled. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't say they all have to get filled. Like some of these are still left open here. But like big fair value gaps, like these are big fair value gaps. You're talking a price range of 73 to 80,000, almost 80,000. I mean, you're talking almost a $7,000 to $8,000 gap. Like this little one right here is roughly like a $500 gap. So some of these won't actually get filled at all ever again. You know what I mean? Like you can see these fair value gaps will never get filled down here at 12,000. So I'm not saying that every fair value gap gets filled, but I mean, these larger ones up here, tend to get filled. The larger the gap, the bigger the odds of it getting filled. I mean, that's just a simple. I mean, that's just what it is. So yeah, I mean, I think like this one, obviously, these are decent sized ones to get filled. This one will eventually probably get filled. It's not the biggest one. It's roughly what a $3,000-$4,000 gap. But I mean, yeah, eventually it probably will get filled. So right here, this is why the 4-year cycle is dead now. You can see global liquidity index is climbing. And you can see this is Bitcoin coming up right here. And so some people think that I talked about this yesterday about the 4-year cycle. Some people believe that we're actually in we are still in a 4-year cycle. And some people believe that the 4-year cycle was only a cycle that happened for 3 consecutive times. But over the course of 200 years over the course of 200 years of the stock market, or not the stock market, but of like a cycle. We're talking about, even if you go back to the 1930s of when the stock market was out there, like it was never a 4-year cycle. The 4-year cycle came because of Bitcoin's halving cycle. And that's kind of where this whole Bitcoin 4-year cycle came out here. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to continue that 4-year cycle. Even though we are on a 4-year debt cycle, right now you can see the Feds, a lot of it has to do with the quantitative easing and the quantitative tightening, and where we're cutting rates and things like that. And as you guys know, the Feds actually pushed out quantitative tightening for a very long time. And we're talking since 2023, we're almost talking 3 years of quantitative tightening, which means that they're not putting any money in. They're tightening up the system. And so for us to be doing the numbers that we're doing, knowing that the government's in quantitative tightening, meaning that we're not spending, we're not putting money in the markets, like those kind of things. It's kind of wild to think that we have actually hit the numbers that we've hit, knowing that we've been in that. And every time you go back and look at when quantitative tightening ends and we go into quantitative easing, like the markets tend to blow up. And if you even look at this indicator right here for the global M2 money supply, which is down here, let me get the comment out of the way right here. You can see that this is the global money. This is the global M2 money supply right here, which again is the amount of money in a global index, right? Anytime that we actually end our global, or I shouldn't say global because it's not global, but anytime we actually end our quantitative tightening, we tend to rally upward, right? So yeah, I mean the global right now, the M2 money supply, which is in the white right here, is actually seeking higher numbers than that of Bitcoin. But realize that Bitcoin will eventually catch up. I mean, same with here. This was starting to climb, but Bitcoin was coming down over here in 2020. I mean, right here, you can see that like Bitcoin was going down when the M2 money supply was actually growing. We're seeing that right now. But I mean, overall, if you look at this, I mean, this trend, every time that this happens, we will start pumping a ton of money. Like a ton of money is going to be flowing into this. It's just this right here. We've been flat. This is actually a very flat looking chart considering where we're at right now. So I don't think the bull run's over. I just think it's delayed. And I think that the indicators are telling us that, which means that our 4-year cycle is obliterated. And that's me personally thinking that. I mean, that's just my own opinion. I used all my dry powder on the malt. Austin, can we meet the devs for I have no idea, dude. Reach out. Love Austin, but chart analysis is very important. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here saying I'm the greatest analysis when it comes to charts, but I mean, like, I think you can look at these and you can put the story together pretty well. Hey Austin, thanks for joining the live. We appreciate you, dude. Oh yeah, actually, Muffy, no problem, Dan. I appreciate you guys holding the space, dude. That's the best part about it. Let's see. Yeah, appreciate you guys all on TikTok. We got 18 people over here. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you guys over there. Get ready for some market manipulation. It's already happening right now, dude. You want to compete Belgium in the World Cup? Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Anthony, what's up, bud? Hey, Austin, say hello to Avery. What's up, Avery? Have the middle ground baby here with me. Sick from school. Oh man, sick from school is the worst. Avery, I hope you feel better. Definitely, drink a lot of liquids and, make sure you put down the food, dude. Eat the food. It'll help you feel better. Austin, what do you think about buying Cent? Couldn't be all A team, right? Austin, who do you think is buying Cent? It's not all. There's no way, dude. No, it's no way. I mean, it's grown exponentially, dude. There's a lot of people out there. So like Sentinel is going to be, I mean, like I told you guys, Sentinel is kind of that. I mean, it's a pre-sale right now. And people are buying it. There's going to be people that are buying it because of the community. There's going to be people that are buying it to hold it and seek rewards. There's going to be people buying to hold it to maybe go up 100% on their investment. There's going to be, everyone has their own reasons as to why they're buying Sentinel. And right now it's sitting at 1.3 million raised with 19 days left, which is crazy. And people are obviously still buying it, but everyone's going to have their own reasons as to why they are jumping into this pre-sale, right? And pre-sales are for some, pre-sales are not for others. We know that XCL did phenomenal. Anyone still holding the pre-sale for XCL is still doing really, really well. Same team behind this one. So, I mean, I think expectations are high. So we'll see how it goes. But you got to realize that 35X is crazy. And we'll see what happens here. The sentiment of this will be pinned on the community. The community is going to decide where this goes. And yeah, if any one of you are having problems with transferring coins from Pure Wallet to another, they're looking into it. Oh, okay. Are they having some issues with that? I didn't even know they had some issues with that. I didn't know they had any issues with that. So history indicated a big rally for the U.S. stock market over 1 year. As you can see right here, this is the number of weeks of the bears. So you can see that we're actually, anytime that we peak out on these things, we tend to rally back out. Each of these peaks, we tend to go out. We had one in 2020. We had one in 2023. And now we're having one right now here in 2025. The biggest one, obviously, is the housing crisis that we had in 2008 right here. And if you go back and you look at these, each time that we have these peaks that come out here where we actually come back down and reach zero, we tend to do very, very well down here. And so, I mean, everything, again, another indicator showing that, the beginning of 2026 could be actually a very, very good year And so sorry, hop on and back. I call this. I didn't call. Yeah, I mean, like, markets are coming down. Luna Classic is fake pumping. If Luna Classic still pumping, Santa Rally. That'll be nice, dude. 7x sounds kind of weak. What's crazy about that is like 7x sounds weak, but I mean, like anyone that can turn, if you put $5,000 in a project and within 24 hours it goes to 10K, and you just made 100% back, like that's such an incredible return. Like just to realize that, and so like the expectations of like a 10x or a 20x, like those aren't, that's not normal. That's rare. You know what I mean? But not saying it can't happen. It can happen, but it's a rare thing. But I mean, it can happen, dude. It happened. I mean, obviously XCL 35x. You know what I mean? I still have missed mine. How do you claim the rewards? I think you can claim anytime you want. Austin or Adam, it's migrating. Read everything on the side. It explains. Yeah, like the stream. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. You can help push it up in the algorithm. It's free to do. Hit the like button for me. I don't say it enough, but ever since I got flagged a little bit, it's been a dampening. Y'all want more free game? Hell yeah, dude. Get some game, dude. Get some game. Spit some game out here. Right here again, the S&P 500 surges 0.5% as core PC inflation expectedly falls to 2.8. So I mean, you can see the markets are doing very well. We tend to follow these markets. Yeah, markets up just a little bit, 17.46 points, and nothing crazy. But I mean, it is doing pretty decent to see this. But yeah, very happy to see this. S&P surges because of the inflation data. And again, I'm pulling out the S&P 500 stuff because we track really well with the S&P 500 for Bitcoin. And so usually when the S&P 500 is doing well, so is Bitcoin, and a lot of people are trending that. But this is an actually crazy statistic here is that the S&P 500 has gained 68% over the last 36 months, the best 3-year performance since 2021. This is also the second strongest run since 2020 or 2000, which is the dot-com bubble, even surpassing the recovery following the 2008 financial crisis. So like we are on record high. So people that are bearish out here, people are telling you that like the economy's bad, the markets are bad, like they're high, dude. They're not like, they're just listening to like Fox News and CNN and all the people out there that are actually, I don't think Fox News is saying that. To be honest, I think it's just CNN, unfortunately. And obviously it's because you have a Republican in office, and if it were a Democrat in office, it would be Fox News saying it. You know what I mean? Like it's a flip flop. But I mean, I think we can sit here and say that the overall stock markets are not doing bad. Like the economy is not bad. It really is in a better situation than it was through the previous 3 years. I think we can all see that. And again, not playing political parties or anything like that, but I mean, I think we can see it happening. But the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, all hitting all-time highs and continue to look really, really good, even with a little bit of the downturns and the volatility here in crypto. Austin, do you know if there will bring back the relayer signups? I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't read the doubts what it would be. Hopefully, send on 35x. That'd be, dude. If it's 35x, that'd be nuts, dude. Can someone post the XCL link? What you saying the XCL link for? Yeah, dude. Just go to. Do I have XCL up here? I thought I had XCL. You want like the website, bro? Here, it's just Exceller.ai. Here, I'll post it for you. There you go. You can take a look at it, dude. BT 870, 87K BTC stop, then consolidate around 91ish, then hold back to 75. Yeah, I'll be crazy, and then on our way to 160. You think so, Andy? Okay. I'll hold that down, dude. 75 to 160. All right. And if you're right, dude, like kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Sentinel doing that would be crazy, bro. Relayer signups on hold till migration complete. Read the website. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Has anyone moved XCL to the ledger? Have not, dude. Have not done that. Cool thing for Aster. I don't know if you guys are big into the Aster side. I mean, obviously, we know Aster has a good shot at doing some pretty good things in the space. I mean, it's ranked, in the top 30. Aster released its 2026 roadmaps outlining upcoming features such as shield mode, strategy orders, RWA upgrades, and the Aster chain testnet and L1 launch, fiat integration, staking, and governance tools. So this is actually pretty cool to see. I mean, obviously they got CZ behind here. CZ created Binance being the largest, exchange out there, being one of the top layer ones out there. And now they're coming out with another layer one for Aster. Obviously this is the trend in crypto. I mean, look at Monad. Monad just launched and that's a layer one as well. So a lot of layer ones coming out here, but the question is how different can it be? And what will it do? And what changes can that be to the space? I don't know. I don't know what else you could possibly do. So it'll be interesting. I move Exceller to my ARC. Okay, interesting. I moved XCL to Tangent. Okay, that's cool. So it actually goes to Tangent. I didn't know that. keep holding and buying. These are good. Hell yeah, Andy. Yeah, they are good. They are good. This is what I saw this morning. I want to click on it, dude. Making 100,000 a day is like making $40,000 in 1990. Like, dude, that's crazy to think. You know what I mean? That inflation has literally screwed the American people. Everything going up in price, and inflation has literally. This is what has killed the middle class. Is exactly this, dude. The buying power is just not there. I mean, imagine making 100,000. I mean, how many people make 100,000 a year, right? How many people in the U.S. make 100K a year? I mean, approximately 18% of individual adults make. Only 18% of adults in America earn $100,000 or more a year. It says, and 34% of U.S. households earn more than 100,000 per year. So, I mean, 20% of America, like basically, I mean, 20. Just do easy math. 20% of Americans make 100,000 or more, but that's the buying power of $40,000. Like, that's sick. That's sickening, dude. That's like, you're working for free. You're basically working for free. I mean, that's kind of what this comes down to. Like, you're living in. I mean, it's almost like it's just nuts, dude. I'm making 90K in New York City and I feel poor. Emilio, that's just isn't that crazy to think like that? I mean, that's nuts. Post contract for Cent, please. There's no contract out for Cent. There's a website. I'll give you the website. The contract, the token contract's not out, but I'll post this. I'll post the website here for you, dude, if you want to take a look at the website. But I don't think the contract's out yet. At least I haven't seen that. So, I literally emphasize how buying. Yeah, I get that. The dollar's crashing slow. I mean, I talked about this last. Had to have been what, last night or the night before. Talked about, the importance of like moving your money into assets, right? It's so important to like not have money in cash. Like, cash is bad. I mean, and it's crazy to think that we'd say that fiat is bad, but I mean, in all reality, it is. You don't earn from keeping your money in a bank. The bank's making money off of you putting money in the bank. Like, that's it. That's how crazy that is, right? I mean, they want you to leave your 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 in the bank so they can take that money and go invest in crypto. Go and make their, and then they get richer and you stay poor. I mean, that's how that system's created. The banking system's a fraud, dude. And Bitcoin's proven that. I mean, crypto has proven that the banking system's absolutely just a fraud. You're supposed to give them money, which then you give them control of your money to then go and then they can take that money and do whatever the hell they want to go do with it. They can go invest in mortgages. They can invest in cars with your money. And then when you ask for it back, they're only going to give you a certain percentage. They're only going to give you, a certain back. If you come back and say, hey, I need my 100,000 back, then we're like, well, we can only give you 50,000. And then you come back in 2 more weeks and we'll give you another 50,000. Like, that's crazy to me. But that's the great thing about crypto is that, you hold control of this. I was listening to, who was it? I can't think of the person's name. It's a podcast, and he was saying, if someone came to me and said, "Hey, dude, you want $1 million in Bitcoin, or do you want this $1 million home?" And the guy said, "Dude, Bitcoin. I would take Bitcoin over any of that kind of stuff." And the reason why is because there's nothing tied to it. You know how hard it is to like go get to just buy a house, right? To just buy a house or put a house in your name. You got to go through all this paperwork. You got to go through escrow. You got to go through, financing with the bank. Got to do all this crazy shit just to get a house, right? Take anywhere from like 2 to 3 months to get a home under your name. Where with Bitcoin, you could just say, here you go, here's your Bitcoin, and then you don't have to go through any process. You don't got to go through anything. You don't got to do any, and all of a sudden, boom, it just shows up in your wallet. Now you have the money. Like, it's crazy what the banking system and the financial sector has done to bog down anyone. When it comes to assets, and it's because they own it, right? And they need time to move money around. It's almost like the FTX thing. They're robbing Peter to pay Paul and hoping that it's going to get back to you on time. It's the whole thing, dude. FTX to a T. That's what the banking system is. I think of the banking system like how FTX was. And if you haven't seen there was actually a parody that I still laugh about when it comes to the FTX, how the FTX, and I honestly think. It's one of the best explanations of what happened out here, and it's basically a parody. You guys might have seen it, dude, but and it's hilarious, dude. I don't know if I can actually find it because oh yeah, here it is. But this is what banks do too, dude. Banks do the same exact thing here. I don't know if you guys want to watch it or not, but it's a pretty funny. I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is exactly how I view. This is exactly how I view banks. We're getting a little off topic here, but I'm gonna actually share this with you because it's super funny, dude. Here we go. Let's share the screen here, and let's turn this up here. All right, here we go. Let's add it to the stage here. All right, here.
Oh, hey, excuse me. Are you a crypto exchange? Yep, that's correct. You can call me SBF. I'm a philanthropist, and FTX is the third largest crypto exchange trusted by the one and only Tom Brady. Yeah, well, I got $8 billion here, and I just need to put it somewhere safe where I can trade. Can you do that for me? Of course. My one goal, is to do right by customers. I'm a philanthropist. Okay, well, this $8 billion is really important to me. I understand. We're 100% legit. Just look at all these appliances endorsing us. Oh my God, that is legit. You know, it is really important that marketplaces act in a responsible manner here. It's not about how much money we make, but it's about the impact we can make to change the world. I mean, I believe everything we do is for the greater good of the ecosystem and for the end user. Oh, did I tell you I was a philanthropist? Yeah. I just want to make sure that you understand how vital it is for me to have access to these funds.
Just think about the Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy acting as Sam Bankman-Fried. That's the bank. Think about that as the bank as well. The same shit, dude.
All right, here you go. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna deposit here, and know that we hold our customer assets 1-to-1, so you have nothing to worry. Oh. Sorry, I slipped. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. I just slipped. You still have my money, right? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, here it is. Huh. Yeah, it looks a little bit different, but I guess that's fine. Anyways, thanks. I'm gonna head out. Actually, can I have my money back? Oh, yeah, no problem. Just give me a minute. Oh, here you go. Where's the rest of it? Fucking tokens.
But you get the gist of it, dude. Like the best part was when he falls down to the guy, the sophisticated trading firm. But dude, that's the stuff we're dealing with, dude. Like it's just a scam, bro. At the end of the day, it's all just a freaking scam, dude. And it's just like that's what I think of every time I think of a bank. Anytime I think of like exchanges, any of that stuff, dude. That's honestly where my head goes. Is this parody that happened, and it's the best parody out there. It's not even comparable, dude. And I crack up over it because it's so funny to me, dude. But that's what I think of banks, dude. Like honestly, what they do. And so like I don't leave any money in the bank. Screw the banks, dude. I'd rather have my money like in actually in cash, or like if I have like cash aside, I would never leave it in a bank, dude. But it's going to go into an asset that's going to make me money. And so I just think about that, dude. That's why I haven't moved out of here. Other parts of the country have very poor public transit can be rough, dude. I think they teach you to open the bank account in school. They do teach you to open up. I think that was part of one. I mean, I go back and I think about like my first bank account. It was actually because of a class project, right? I was a sophomore in high school, and I was taking this like I think it was like an economics class, and that was part of this like open up a bank account. You know what I mean? And they partnered with like the credit union that was in town, and you'd go over there and you'd open up a bank account. And so it was just like something like that. And, but yeah, they teach you to do that. And then they teach you to stack up money and give the banks all your money and make sure it's in a savings account. And then, hey, you go over here and you put it in the CD, like go put it into a CD, And that CD you can hold for 5 years and we'll give you the APY off of it. And then, 5 years comes up and you're like, well, that was kind of shitty, dude. Like, you held my 10K for 5 years and I made $1,000. Like that sucks. Like, who the hell does that? You know what I mean? Like, but that was the way it is. And now, like, again, crypto came out here and opened up everyone's eyes as to that bullshit system. It's a bullshit system, dude. And it's a system to lock you down, dude. It's to lock you in, dude. 50-year mortgage. Like, what is Trump thinking, dude? Like, again, you can love Trump, all that kind of stuff. I'm not being political about it, but I mean, like, that's the dumbest thing I heard. A 50-year mortgage. Like, just go do the math on a 50-year mortgage, dude. That's insane. That blows my mind, right? I mean, like, to think that we're actually considering a 50-year mortgage, a 10-year car payment. Are you kidding me, dude? You know what I mean? It's insane to think that, like, that's where we're going. Like, oh, we'll just make it easier for people to buy and then go broke. Like that's the way to fix it. You know what I mean? Great video. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, it is a good video. I love it, dude. Like I think about it all the time, dude. That's like staking in most cases. It's exactly like staking, dude. That's the first staking that we had out there, was to put your money into a CD to allow banks to basically lock away money, and you couldn't touch it. It gave them free access to your money for 10 years or for 5 years, and they could do whatever the hell they want to do with it. And then when that 5 year came up, they're like, oh shit, time to pay this back. Hopefully we're still in business. Those who want to move out of the States do the comeback. We have it better than people think. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying. Man, great. Yeah, we need 50-year auto loans so I can get my Lambo. A 50-year, you're taking out a 50-year mortgage or a 50-year auto loan. Could you imagine the interest on that? That'd be so crazy, dude. And you pay taxes on that interest you just earned. So, dude, yeah, don't even get me into the taxes side, Jonathan. That's a valid point. Don't even get me into the taxes on it, right? Oh my gosh, dude, it's just a freaking they talk about pyramid schemes, dude. And that's what that is, dude. I swear to God. They gaslight everyone into thinking that it's like this legitimate way, and it's not. It's not, dude. Banks are. Cars don't even last 10 years, dude. Andrew, they don't anymore, dude. They don't at all. I will take that back, dude. My van is 10 years old, and it's. I'm actually not going to say it out loud because I'll probably jinx it. I like my van, dude. 10 years old, still love that thing, dude. So cross my fingers I didn't just jinx it. Slow down on the auto loan. Black Friday shoppers need 10-year TV. Dude, when I saw that we were doing layaway again, I could not believe that people were doing layaway. I remember layaway back as a kid. Like, you'd go to like Kmart or like Target and you'd like put your stuff on layaway. I didn't even know that they did layaway still. And then I saw the online shopping, the numbers that came out and how many people were actually taking out like basically layaway through Amazon and through like the credit cards. I just couldn't believe that stores were still doing layaway. I'm like, dude, we are asking for people to get obliterated. Like, that's insane. I don't know, man. Like, why spend money that you don't have? I don't get it. That's the biggest thing here, dude, is like, people, don't get me wrong. I use credit cards all the time. Actually, almost everything I buy is on a credit card. Because I'm not going to go use a debit card, and again, like, but what I do with my credit cards, I mean, like, if I spend, let's just say I spend $5,000 a month on a credit card for everything, like from gas to insurance to, whatever payments I got with a credit card, like I literally pay that off every year. I pay that off every month, dude. Like, I do not, but I mean, I do have a truck loan. I do have a loan on the Tesla. I do have loans, don't get me wrong, but I mean, like, when it comes to just daily stuff, I don't know, man. I just can't have a hard time doing it. I mean, your economics class sounds like it was a multi-level marketing scheme. It probably was. Michael, it probably was, dude. Now, like, hindsight looking back, you're like, dude, I totally just got like indoctrinated into like putting my money. See, we all got indoctrinated to put our money into a bank account, go get a job, go to college, take out student loans. It's the best thing you could do. Take out those student loans, go to college, get your master's, potentially go get your doctorates, right? I mean, doctorates going to get you $100,000 more a year. Make sure you go do that. So, what do? I go out, I get my bachelor's, I get my master's, I take out my student loans. I'm a good student. I do everything I need to do. I go get my good job. I open up my bank accounts. I take out my credit cards. I do everything you're supposed to do. And that's what we get indoctrinated to do. It's kind of a crazy, when you start to really think about it, like, just take a step back and just think about the reasons why we're so strapped and so stressed and everything in life is because We are told that like that's the right way to do it, and we all just like, okay, yeah, let's go do it. And then you start to realize like, oh shit, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this feeling. I don't know if I want to be a part of that. And then people are like, well, you're a loser. You don't know what's going on. You don't know how to do it. Like, and you're just like, no, just because I'm against what all the bullshit that's out there. I mean, crypto kind of opens up your eyes. If you've been in crypto long enough, it'll open up your eyes to the bullshit that's out there, dude. And the people that are really taking advantage of you in life. And again, the people that are taking advantage of you in life are the institutions. And they're still taking advantage of us right now. They're still taking advantage of us. Look at BlackRock out here obliterating the markets, 113 million Bitcoin, tanking the markets. Fidelity out here, 54 million, 194 million total in yesterday's sell-offs, causing the markets to absolutely take a shit again. I think you could now deduct your car loan interest from your taxes. Can you really, dude? That's actually, I mean, that's one way. It's the slave program. I mean, that's the whole point. You know what opened up my eyes, dude? I went and worked for a corporation, and I went and worked for a big company, and we were sitting in a meeting, dude. And I was sitting there, and he was talking about the labor. He was talking about labor and all this kind of stuff. And he said that the one thing he loves, he was a CEO, dude. No joke. I'm not even kidding you, dude. CEO in a room. And he said, the one thing I love to see the most is when employees pull up into to their job and pull up into our parking lot and they have a brand new car. He goes, I love seeing that. And I was like, And he goes, you know the reason why I love you guys know the reason why I love seeing brand new cars being pulled up into our driveway? Do you guys know the reason? Maybe you guys know the reason. I don't have to tell you. You know the reason why the CEOs and these companies and the people that own these companies and things like that love to see their employees pull up with brand new cars? It means that they need a job. It means they're going to show up every day because they have a car payment now. They're locked down. They're locked down. It means they're going to be there. They're going to be a dedicated employee to you. They're going to come in every day to make sure that car payment is taken care of. Yep, new car payment, got to show up for work. Exactly, dude. And when he said that, I was like, holy shit, dude. Like that is a wild statement, number one, but it makes sense. Like, wow, dude, like you get these people to buy, to give them enough money to be able to go buy and overextend themselves so that they are now basically, they're a slave to you now. That's basically what it comes down to. And I was like, God dang, bro. I was like, that thought process just blew my mind. I was like, but it makes sense. I was like, dude, that actually makes sense. Like, I never want to go buy a new car now and show up in your driveway or your park. Like, I'm never going to go buy a new car and pull up into a parking lot. Like, it's just not going to happen now. Like, that's all I could think about, dude. I love watching your live on my Tesla screen while charging. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I pulled up to it. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to derail this. I pulled up to I'm not even going to kid you guys. I pulled up to a Tesla station probably about 2 weeks ago to charge the car. And these like, I would say they're probably high school kids, maybe not, I don't know, but there was like 5 of them. And they were doing some weird shit. And maybe a little thuggish. I'll give them that. Maybe a little thuggish. And there was 2 white kids. Like, so when I say thuggish, don't get offended by that. It was 2 white kids, and there was, I think, a Hispanic kid, and tell you the truth, I think there was a black kid. So there was a mixture of kids in there. But dude, like you could tell, like, I mean, they were like hoodlums, bro. Like they didn't give a shit. Anyways, they were like scoping my car. They were like scoping the cars around the Tesla station, and they were like, like making like doing weird shit, dude. And I was like, you know what, dude? Like, you know what? Like, if you guys are gonna act all freaking weird, dude, I'm just gonna pull out my gun and I'll just set it right on the dashboard. That's exactly what I did, dude. These guys are all like acting all like, I don't even know what it was, but I was like, all right, dude, if you guys are gonna start like trying to flex, like, I'm just gonna, hey, like, don't mess with my Tesla, dude. Like, that's all it came down to. And I was pissed. I was like, dude, just get away from the car, get away from me, dude. Like, I don't want any. And it was just like, these fucking kids, dude. Like, go do something else, man. And so yeah, it was just like, and so I got out, right? I got out, unhooked it and drove off. But I was like, I hate Tesla charging stations. After that, I was like, I never want to go to a Tesla charging station again, dude. I hate that experience. I was just sitting there going, shaking my head, like, God damn it, dude. Like, ugh. Just now, I do. Thanks for bringing up the whole bank thing. I appreciate the $2 super chat, man. Yeah, dude, it's fun to talk about, dude. You just got to think about it from a different aspect of where things are going. I mean, take the visor, take the sunglasses off. Open up your eyes a little bit on really what's going on in this world, and I think we're starting to see it. You're starting to see the elites of this world. They're going to continue to gaslight people into what the right way is, and just don't fall for it. You know what I mean? And I think crypto's done that. And I think that's why everyone was so much against crypto in the beginning, right? All these hedge funds, all the BlackRock, all these people were so Vanguard, so against crypto because it opens with a whole nother financial side of things that allows people like you and I to actually get ahead and prosper. And they don't want that, dude. They don't want that at all. You're a sitting duck, dude. That's exactly how I felt, dude. And they would go around, and there was like a tree by the chart, and they'd go around over there, and like I just thought, like I honestly, I'm pretty, like I felt like I was gonna get robbed. Like that's literally how I felt. I promise you guys. Like I felt like I was gonna get jumped, and so I was being serious, and like or they pull a gun and like get out of the car, and then like I'm screwed, right? So it was like that was the feeling I got, and I'm just sitting there like, man, maybe I should have bought a Cybertruck. At least it's bulletproof. that's literally what I was thinking, dude. I was like, maybe I should have bought a Cybertruck. You know what I mean? It's designed for average citizens to feed the system and never get ahead, dude. It's exactly that. Like Teslas are not expensive anymore. Bullshit. Bullshit. Dude, Teslas are expensive as hell, man. Okay, my Tesla is expensive. Are we going to talk about 80,000? Oh my God, Pipeline, you killing me, bro. Thank you for saying hello to Avery. He got excited, smiles ear to ear. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Gangbangers, bunch of them. Jersey light rail. Oh, damn, dude. See, that's crazy. How much XRP to be more than a burger? The older I get, the more I hate people. Dude, you just start to realize. Like, oh man, dude. Like, there's just some people who you just have to. I mean, like, everyone's kind of shitty as it is, dude. It's kind of everyone's out there for themselves, right? And it's hard to get ahead. It really is hard to get ahead in life. You know what I mean? It really, really is. Now you get that brand new Tesla under 40. Oh, you're saying like you're talking about like being like you're saying like stay away from like the Model S and the Model X and the Cybertruck. You're talking like just getting an average Tesla, like the Tesla, the Model what is the Model 3 or whatever it is. Yeah, those are like $39K now. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. That's why we always have been told to save our money in banks and work 9 to 5. That's exactly where I'm getting at, Juan. I guess that's the message of Friday today. Is that what we're told to do? And the great thing is that crypto has made the most millionaires crypto has made more millionaires. I think Bitcoin might lead now than any other asset class in the last certain period of time. I think that they've made more billionaires. Yes, Bitcoin has created a significant number of millionaires with the price appreciation. Bitcoin itself has made roughly 145,100 Bitcoin millionaires globally. Just imagine that, dude. That's right here. There are approximately 241,000 individuals worldwide with over $1 million that has been created in total assets from crypto, dude. That is such a big amount, dude. Like crypto is the fastest growing since this has happened. I mean, we're talking 70% of the people have been that since the adoption of crypto or since crypto came out, 70% of the people have grown. I mean, that's a big number, dude. Like for anyone out there telling you that crypto's a scam, everyone out there telling you that crypto's this or crypto's that, like F them, dude. They are giving you the worst advice in the world. And it's crazy that people come on here and get all pissed off at me and telling me like, oh, you're giving people bad advice. I don't give people advice. I just talk about crypto. But it's just crazy to me that people will actually, come at you and attack you. And those are the same people that are telling you to go put your money in a bank. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's just crazy to me, dude. And again, if you've been following me for a long time, since 2019 or after that, like crypto has changed my life. I mean, it really has. It's changed my life, and it can change everyone else's life. Sometimes you got to get a little lucky. I'm not going to deny that. You got to get lucky sometimes. SHIB was lucky to me, dude. Doge was lucky to me. Like I felt like those were super lucky, but all the other things were just pure investments, right? Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP. I mean, those are just like you're holding those things, letting them go. But I mean, like, yeah, there was other things. Pepe was another one. Pepe, was another lucky one to jump into. And so sometimes luck does work out. But I mean, for the most part, dude, like crypto for me is like the way to get ahead in life. Like that's like I couldn't think of not being in crypto because it changed my life. You know what I mean? It changed me from working a 9-to-5 job to and again, I'm not saying that like it's my whole life is surrounded about me making crypto. I mean, my wife obviously is a very successful YouTuber. Like, but together, it's made it to where we have a good life. You know what I mean? And we work hard at it. And I just think anyone that puts time and energy to it will feel the same way. I think anyone in this chat, there's 364 people over here on YouTube. There's 35 people over here on TikTok. I think if you actually put some energy into accumulating crypto at the prices, I think in 10 years, you're going to look back and be very, very thankful. I do believe that. Like that will never change my mind. I've been almost doing this for 8 years now? No, 7 years now, almost 8 years now. And to think back then, like, crypto, it was hard. Right? Crypto was tough. You went through the ups and downs, but 8 years from now, you're going to look back and go, thank God I put that $1,000 in. Thank God I put that 5K in. Thank God I, put my savings into Bitcoin or my savings into an Ethereum versus leaving it in the bank or leaving it in my 401k that gets, maybe 6% on average. You know what I mean? Like you're going to look back and be so thankful that you did that. And and people can come in here and talk shit and saying I'm giving bad advice, but screw you guys. I'm a testament to exactly what this is about, dude. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of other people will feel the same way. The people that have been in this space, you can go on TikTok, go on X, listen to the people that have actually made money in this space and realize that like it's the right place to be at this time in our lives. Like this is the time to be. If you missed the .com boom, if you missed investing in Microsoft, if you missed investing in Apple early, like this is the time. Like you're in this time right now. You're going to look back 10 years from now and go, shit, I could have got Ethereum for 3K. I mean, you have people out here already calling that Ethereum's going to hit $60,000 by 2030. Whether that happens or not, I don't know. But I mean, like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it because I've seen it, dude. I bought Ethereum. I bought Ethereum at $700, $800. I bought Bitcoin at my average is $21,000. After DCAing and buying and accumulating and buying on the high, buying on the low. My accumulation, like my average on that, my DCA average on that is roughly $21,000 on Bitcoin. My average for Ethereum right now on all the buys and ups and downs is roughly $1,200. You know what I mean? And so like, and then XRP, obviously my massive accumulation sitting around 30 cents. And so I look back at that, and XRP is obviously one of my biggest, largest gains over the last 3 years compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. It really is. And so people come in here and talk shit about XRP and, oh, you're talking about XRP, you're talking about this. Dude, it's one of my largest gains in the last like 2 years in terms of a blue chip crypto. So yeah, of course I'm going to be excited about it. Of course I'm going to talk about it. Of course I want to get to $3. You know what I mean? Come on, who wouldn't? So I totally went on a rant right there, dude. I don't know where that came from, but I just felt like it's time to do it. Your wife is a YouTuber. That's awesome. Yeah, her it's just ASMR fan, dude. You'll see her in the chat here. ASMR fan. She's a big time YouTuber. She makes a lot of content. She puts it out there, dude. And she was a breadwinner for a long time there. I never met a poor person that was good with money. That's touche. What is her YouTube? Yeah, it's just ASMR fan, dude. PHAN. Are we going to the moon? Eventually, well, yeah. Times have changed, mate. Institutions have, yeah. Austin, will Bitcoin pump if interest rates cut? I mean, yeah, we'll probably have our ups and downs, bro. But Jerome Powell could be, he could be rough when he speaks, dude. You guys know that. I mean, like, it's buy the rumor, sell the news. It could pump if it pumps into the rate cuts, expect to dump. If it dumps into the rate cuts, expect to pump. That's kind of how I'm going into it, dude. Love your honesty. Started watching you 10 months ago and totally switched up my investing strategy. And my question, Scott, is: has it been for the better? Like, has it been for the better? I mean, set aside the stress or anything that comes with it. Have you actually gained from that? I guess that's the question I have. Sent is my first pre-sale. Is there a way to see the tokens or wait until? Yeah, you can, bro. You just go to Sentinel and then just attach your wallet up here, and then you can actually go into the dashboard, and then you'll be able to see your tokens in here. The tokens get airdropped to your wallet. So when the project launches, these will get automatically airdropped to your wallet. So you just got to put in the contract address, and then you'll be able to see your tokens with the value of them. But right now, you'd actually go in here. Absolutely. Oh, dude, that's awesome to hear, Scott. That's awesome to hear. See, I mean, that's so cool to hear. I mean, you've been following for 10 months. You changed your investment strategy, and you have significantly improved your investments. Like, dude, that's amazing to hear, man. And super, super happy to hear that, dude. I got in at 33. Hell yeah, Almighty Jay. Good. That's freaking awesome, dude. Hi from Vietnam. What's up, dude? I'm so poor and hungry over here. I need your help. Hey, dude, you know what's crazy? Oxy Luck is I had three different people hit me up after the XCL pre-sale. I told people this, dude. And they the one person from the Philippines, he made like $5,500 off of his purchase of that pre-sale. He cashed out, made $5,500 off of it, and like he hit me up and was just so thankful. He like literally, he was like, this changed my life for the better. I had someone from Vietnam hit me up off that. And someone, it was like from Malaysia or something like that. I think there was another, but I had 3 people hit me up saying how thankful they were. And I think the biggest one was like $5,500. That was the other one. I don't know what the other ones were. I think it was like $200 or $300, $3,000. But like those are like, that's cool to hear, dude. And I couldn't be more like, it was like, damn, dude, that's awesome to hear. Like someone that $5,000 in a third world country like a Vietnam or like a Philippines is that significant. Like, and it like, dude, I was smiling for like a whole day, cheesing, dude. I got in at 33. Hell yeah, dude. I said that, dude. That's crazy. ETH will outperform BTC next cycle. I buy both. I think the ETH is going to continue to do well. The Haze juice, I think it's going to do well. Yeah, Ethereum's going to. I mean, it's one of the largest purchased ETFs out there. As you guys know, we know the RWAs are here. RWAs are on the verge of becoming here. I think that there's actually an announcement that just came out that the SEC is meeting on December. What day was it? I think I just read that the SEC is going to be meeting. Where the frick did I read that at? They're going to be meeting here to talk about tokenization of assets, dude. And I mean, imagine when that clarity comes through on the tokenization of assets. Where is it right here? Yeah. No, is that it? I don't know exactly where it's at. I'd have to probably find it, but they're meeting about it. And that Ethereum is the number 1 leader in RWAs right now. I don't know if people realize that, but I mean, like people trust Ethereum network. Ethereum is, again, it might be a little slower, might be a little more expensive, but it's a very trusted, never has downtime type of system here. Like that's why Ethereum's great. Like anyone can say whatever they want about Ethereum, but I mean, people obviously it's the proof's in the pudding when everyone's out here buying Ethereum to move it over, to use it as for their RWAs, right? Put their money into a USDT and then go throughout it that way. You're never going to go ahead, get ahead, punching a clock. It's tough to do, dude. Yo, Austin, did you see a new Samsung Galaxy Z Fold? Or the trifold off topic from crypto? I did not see that, dude. They have a trifold out now, dude. That's crazy, dude. Problem for the Senate will consider the proposal to extend the ACA track. Keep in mind, we can face another government. Yeah, I did see that guy. I don't think it's gonna. The reason why I don't think it's happening, dude, because the verbiage coming out of in the retort coming out of the White House is that the filibuster is gonna get blown up, dude. They're gonna if they gets close to another government shutdown, the filibuster is gonna get blown up. And I think that'll be detrimental. That'll be detrimental for the Democratic Party. They'll never, if the filibuster gets blown up, dude, the Democratic Party will probably never hold office for the next 20 years. Realize that. So if it gets close to another government shutdown, they're going to vote in the filibuster. The filibuster is going to happen, and then and then basically any agenda that Trump has is going to get passed. Voter ID. They're going to deport everyone. You'll have to have a license to be on. And the Democrat Party is never going to hold off. It's not going to hold off for the next 20 years if that happens. So I don't know if the Democratic Party is going to want that, dude. So the filibuster, I mean, like again, they're all afraid to shoot the filibuster. But at the end of the day, if the Democratic Party doesn't hold office for 20 years, I don't think they give a shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, again, I think the Democratic Party probably got to tread lightly with it. I really do. Like, again, I'm not picking sides here, but just really think about that. Hey, Austin, if you could pick one coin that you think has massive potential, which would it be? Oh man, just one crypto. Are we talking blue chip or just anything, dude? Because there's risky plays that you think, and then there's obviously secured plays. So that's so hard, dude, Davey, to pick. Democrats killed the economy. I mean, you go back and look. I mean, and it's crazy because we dogged. Like again, I'm not going to play party sides here, but I mean, you go back and look at this. I mean, I will say that Bitcoin actually performed pretty well under Biden. I'll give him that, dude. It didn't perform horribly. I mean, at the beginning it did, right? We went through a bear market, a pretty nasty bear market. But I mean, we hit all-time highs under a Biden administration, right? We pumped back up to 73,000 under a Biden administration. So, I know that we want to dog Biden and the Biden administration. I mean, Biden himself obviously was not there, but I mean, we actually got out of the bottom of a bear. So I can't discredit them that much, but it was Gary Gensler. It was a lot of the other people that were part of the administration that really tanked a lot of things out here, but inflation, there's a lot of other things. I'm just talking crypto. It wasn't as bad as people go back and look, and it wasn't that bad. Stock market wasn't horrible. Wasn't the greatest, dude. I'm talking our economy as a whole. Yeah, I get what you're saying, dude. I would agree on the economy. I would agree, like, inflation killed a lot of things. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. Every investment I sit on is positive, even the deep dips. Hell yeah. That's how I am. And it's easy to look at that, right? But it's taken years to be able to get there. It's taken years to be able to sit here on these dips like this one. We're back down to 88,000. I'm like, okay, like, yeah, that sucks. Like, obviously want this to climb, but I mean, it's not going to change how I look at it. You know what I mean? We definitely need voter ID. I think so too. I actually think voter. I mean, I agree with that. You know what I mean? I just hit lunch, listening in. Hell yeah, Brodick. What's up, bud? Yeah, there's definitely been a shift, my batch. I'm obviously more in the center, dude. There's a lot of things on the liberal side that I agree with, dude. I know we're not going to get to politics here, but I mean, like, I lean left on a lot. I lean left on some things. I lean right on other things, dude. I'm very much in the middle, dude. I'm very much a moderate, to say the least. Like, I'm really in the middle. And there's a lot of topics that I lean left, and there's a lot of topics I lean right. That's what makes you independent in some way. But yeah, I would say that the Democratic Party probably has gone a little bit more radical. And I think that there's a lot of people on the right that have gone radical too, dude. I mean, like, there's some crazy shit going on out there on the right. So right and left both have their radicalization. But I do feel that the Dems have leaned a little bit more left and fell away from the center. Like, just go watch Bill Maher. You know what I mean? Like, Bill Maher even agreed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go listen to the people who support them the most. A person who hates Trump. But he recognizes, like, yeah, my party has gone completely sideways. Let's assume the most Republicans will vote against continuing the ACA subsidies and pay huge prices in November because of the healthcare premiums. Yeah, we'll see how that works out, guy. Like I said, it's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to play out. It was great for the billionaires. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, I would agree. It was great. I guess, I mean, blue chips, man, something with real utility. I mean, like, I look at these things. I told you guys, anything decentralized is actually playing out to be really, really good. I mean, like, obviously I'm going to stick with my XRP. I'm going to stick with my H bar. Like, even Zcash has come out of where, but I mean, like, even Sui has a good shot. I mean, I still stick with, like, the Hedera. Like, Hedera for me is like, this thing hasn't even came close to all time highs. And, like, even at this point of like 13 cents, I mean, like, Hedera is still looking really good to me for some reason. Like, that's the one I've been accumulating. It's one of the ones I accumulated last, but accumulated at a good time. And like, H bar has always just kind of been that for me. And it's something different, right? We talk about tier ones. We talk about, we talk about the tier one side of things. It's just a very unique tier one blockchain. You think XRP can hit $10? I've always sat on the seven. My projection has always, Aries has been 701, dude. 701, $7.01 has been my projection for a long time. And that's just based off of, like, previous, it's just based off the data that's out there. Again, whether it happens, I don't know, dude. But I mean, 701's kind of always been my trigger, dude. Yeah, how insane is that some states are allowed to get voter ID? Just think about that. It is kind of crazy, right? Justin, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. What will Sentinel drop at price wise? Good question. I don't know what Sentinel is going to drop at price wise. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how far this pre-sale goes. I mean, there's roughly what? I think there's 19 days left in the pre-sale. It's raised 1.335 million. The Sentinel's out there operating. I mean, it's crazy what this trading bot or these trading bots have been able to do here in the last, I don't know, it's only been out for 10 days. And I mean, they've accumulated slowly, but I mean, like, the accumulation adds up, and it's kind of cool to see. And so I don't know where this is going to go, dude. I honestly don't. I mean, could double, right? I mean, it's only been out for 10 days. You got to think this launched at 30 days ago, right? So 10 days. So I mean, you got, at this pace, I mean, you're talking about what, 3 million raised at this pace if it continues. And again, that's if it continues like that. But I mean, it's pretty crazy when you look at it like that. So I don't know what the price will be. But you're saying, like, the price, it's going to be 0.000127 is the price. Just want crypto to explode. I'm with you, dude. I want crypto to explode as well. I do. I do. Austin, what's the story with the 2026 healthcare premiums for you and your family? I pay, my premiums. So I actually pay a lot, guys, for my premiums, dude. When you're self-employed and you're paying for my family to be on Kaiser, dude. I pay $3,500 a month for my premiums, dude. That's not including any copays or any other things. That's just to hold insurance. It's $3,500. I pay $3,500 a month out of my pocket to pay for that, and that's not including dental. Dental is about another $250. So I pay probably close to almost $4,000 a month for just just overall healthcare for the family, dude. That's a lot of money, man. $4,000 a month, dude. Just to make sure you have healthcare for your kids. Yeah, that's where I'm at, bro. So it's not cheap, dude. It's not cheap to be self-employed and have benefits for your family. At least here in Washington, it's not, dude. And if you go to if and the reason why I choose Kaiser is because if you go to any other thing out there, the office like the other side of it, the IPOs do or the like the yeah, the IPO side of it or the like where you can go pick your own people and stuff like that. It's even worse. It's so bad to find a good doctor or people that aren't 3 months behind. So yeah, it's kind of wild, dude. Literally just put some money in and trade all day without me logging in. That's crazy, right, Lola? Thanks, Obamacare. Yeah, it's my premiums are crazy. I can attest to it. I'm living it. I'm living how expensive it is to actually own healthcare in the United States of America. Bro skipped over my super chat. Did I, bro? I'm sorry, man. Sometimes I didn't. I said, didn't you? Didn't I just announce it, dude? Wasn't this one it right here? Oh, Shine. I didn't see you, Shine. My bad, dude. I was probably on a tangent when I. My bad, homie. Where you at, dude? Let's see if I can find your super chat. I'm sorry, man. I can't find this. Oh, right there, dude. Can you Google the Enclosure Acts? What is the? I don't even know what the Enclosure Act is. Enclosure Act. What the hell is the Enclosure Act? Oh, was a series of UK laws that enclose common land into privately owned, fenced-off plots. Huh? Is that? I mean, is this like what is it like? What is? I guess my next question is like, what is it like? I don't know. Uh, as long as I appreciate the $2 super chat. Am I bad for skipping over, dude? Damn, dude. I'm in the reserves and I pay $250 a month. Yeah, it's crazy, right? $4K a month. Yep, that's what it is, man. Damn, you're a real one. Yeah, go look it up, dude. It's not cheap, dude. I don't even make 4K a month. Yeah, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, right? It's crazy. 4,000 a month. Even my soul should have insurance. Yeah, dude. A PPO. Yeah, I said PPE. I said yeah, it's a PPO. Yeah, PPO. I mean, those are just same thing, dude. I don't even pay for health insurance for my son and I. I pay out of pocket. It's much cheaper. Yeah. And I make too much to be on like, state benefits. You know what I mean? Like I can't go get like what they call Apple Care here. I can't be on that kind of stuff. Like, but like my sister, she falls in the category, she gets free healthcare. Her kids get free healthcare. They all get free stuff, and she that's just how it works. You know what I mean? I don't get any of that kind of stuff, dude. I wish I did. I wish I got free healthcare. Awesome, Austin. Was the 20K you put into Cent fronted by the marketing team, or was it your personal? This is my personal funds, dude. This is my personal funds, man. I haven't taken any marketing funds from this team yet, dude. I just giving you a heads up on that, dude. Like I haven't taken any. Um, I actually the videos I made, I told you guys I made a video, dude. Like I made that video just purely out of like just the community. Dude, that's what I don't think people realize in this space. Your stream is glitching. It's probably because my internet connection, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I get that, a lot of influencers in the space make money off of. I'm not saying that I can't go make money from these guys. You know, I probably should. I probably should go take some marketing funds from these guys. I mean, I talk about it enough. They're giving everyone else marketing funds. I should probably go take some marketing funds. Let's be real. If you want me to be real about it, I mean, shit. I mean, but that's the thing is that no matter what, even if I talk about it, people, oh, you're being paid to talk about it. Yeah, maybe I should go get paid to be talking about it. You're right. Maybe I should. Proper healthcare does not require health insurance. There are two separate things. If you don't have health insurance, your medical costs will be about 10% of what the hospital does. Oh, damn. Smack that live. I appreciate you, Deb. Have you heard of the XC whatever chain? I have not, dude. Because of you, I made 28K on XCL pre-sale. I could have cashed out 73, but I'm a moron. Dude, you made 28K. That's so crazy, dude. That's still badass. 28K, dude. Might as well buy XCL with the marketing funds, free money. I'll help you pay for your healthcare. Yeah, maybe I will, Jay. Maybe I'll just go hit him up. Be like, yo, you want me to make a video for you? You want me to do this? Maybe I will. Maybe I will now, dude. Now that someone just coaxed me into doing it. But no, I think it's important. If you're in a project and you like a project, you should just talk about the project. You know what I mean? Like, but unfortunately, that's not how the space is. Unfortunately, and most people that talk about projects talk about it because they're paid, or maybe they're, But we went, what it used to be the other way around. I mean, 5 years ago, you talked about projects because you would like the project. You weren't paid to talk about the project. And then it grew to be like, oh, people can talk about my project and get it in front of their audience, and we'll pay them to talk about it. And don't get me wrong, I've taken marketing funds. I took a marketing funds from XCL. But yeah, if you like projects, you just talk about the projects, dude. Like, it shouldn't be about anything other than that. You know what I mean? But that's not how it works. That's not how, unfortunately, most people have to be bought to talk about things now. They use they're creating these platforms for the sole purpose of marketing in front of an audience. That's what it's about, dude. You know what I mean? Let's see your do funds, XCL marketings. Yeah, someone tells Fox One to give it to you, Austin. For XCL marketing, someone tell Fox One to give it to you. Fox One. Hey, Austin. Like, I got hit up I got hit up. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, dude. I got hit up. I got hit up today, dude, or yesterday. Yeah, for a project. I said no to it already because I don't know how I feel about it, and I don't know if I should even tell you guys because I don't even know if I dig it or not. I don't even know if I dig it. Let's see, where'd it go? It is the freak did it go? Sorry, I dropped the F word. Dude, where is it at? Okay, there's that. There's that. Oh, is this it? Yeah, it's Hyper Sui, dude. They hit me up wanting me to do marketing for their pre-sale. And I just feel like that would take away from the XCL, the XCL community if I did that. You know what I mean? I'm not paid to talk about XCL. Like, I'm not getting marketing funds to talk about XCL. I'm currently not getting marketing funds to talk about Sentinel. But if I talk about another project that's going to pay me, like, it's going to take away from the community in which I've been supporting for the last 2 months. Like, it's stupid to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, they might offer me $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, but I don't give a shit about the $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. I care less, dude. I'm surprised you don't get paid for talking about Scent. I mean, I can make it happen. Just kidding. Maybe I'll make it happen. Yeah, maybe we'll. I have not been paid. Right now, I have not been paid to talk about Scent, dude. Currently at this stage. In other news, has anyone meme coins? What's your thoughts on Pepe? I still hold Pepe, bro. I still hold Pepe. Pepe is legit. I still hold. I don't hold a shit ton, but I mean, like, I hold a decent amount. It's okay. Like, it's gone up and down. It's been very volatile. This used to be ranked 31. Now it's 40. Now it's I'm actually, dude, it's actually coming down pretty good. I bought down over here, guys. I actually think I bought. I think I bought down over in here. I actually, tell you the truth, I might only be up. I have to go back and look at my wallet. I haven't looked at my wallet in a long time on that one. Yesterday, you said you do what? Dude, if anything, I'm butthurt over Epic because I apparently bought it at the top. Oh shit, the Epic one. I actually own Epic too. Austin could buy donuts and coffee for everyone when he streams. Just got here, Austin. How long is XRP gonna, brother? Yeah, I don't know how long. What's Scent? Scent is the new pre-sale spins. It's the pre-sale that's out here right now. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a decentralized autonomous organism that goes out and it goes out there and basically bots the centralized and decentralized exchanges. Why did we tank today? Well, because you had massive sales yesterday with our ETFs out here. On top of that, you had a massive amount of leverage trading, dude. The leverage trading is getting, the liquidations and leverages are insane. I mean, roughly 383 longs got liquidated in the last 24 hours. Just in the last 4 hours, we had 189 million. So you got to think the leveraging's controlling a lot of what's happening here. That's what's creating a lot of the volatility in this space, dude. Can you take a look? I traded my Epic. Little Pepe scam. It probably sounds like it, dude. No offense to him. We appreciate you talking about Scent. You're helping the pre-sale out a lot. Well, it just helps out. It helps the XCL, right? I mean, like, it's like, obviously I have I have a lot of money invested in XCL. Like, let's be honest today. Like, let's be honest. I have a lot of money invested in XCL. So if a project that's linked to XCL that's going to make XCL better, why would I not talk? Like, why would I avoid that? I mean, of course, it's like not talking about a project that's going to, like, really bring out XRP. And again, I'm not talking. There's a lot of projects that are going to try to ride the coattails of XRP. And I did talk about one, and I don't even know if it's legit. And now, I look back at it, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't have talked about it. You know what I mean? I don't know what it's going to do. I mean, look what happened with Antics, complete rug pull. And then all of a sudden now, you have like DXRP, like using the coattails of XRP. Is it going to be legit? I don't know. You know what I mean? Now I'm kind of like, oh crap, this is a free market. This market is retarded. I will not hold tokens long-term ever again. Yeah, unless you got in on a good price, right, F Joe? I mean, like, if you got in at a good price, like I mean with XRP, like, have a good amount of money in XRP, like I'm not gonna sell it. You know what I mean? Yeah, DXRP, I'm scared a bit about it now. Yeah, me too, my batch. Like that's where I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Is sent to pre-sale? Yeah, it's a pre-sale, dude. Yeah, it's a pre-sale. You can see right now, roughly, 1.33 million sold. I don't know if I put it in the chat or not, dude. The link's above if you want to check it. I think I might have put the link above. I don't know if I did. There's a link above in the description box. When people are going long, going to learn not to leverage trade, there's been a point where we accept your losses and move on, right, Anthony? Kind of feels that way, right? Why aren't you watching the World Cup lottery soccer? I know, I saw that, dude. That's actually pretty funny. I did see Trump. Isn't Trump pulling the tickets, dude? Isn't Trump out here pulling the tickets or pulling the thing? Oh man, let's see here. Just a sec. Let's do this. It's probably why I'm glitching a little bit. Let me prioritize that for a second. Let's see here. 60 cents, and I'm still not happy. Are you still holding all of your XRP, bro? I know you were actually up pretty good amount. Luna Classic up 107% today. Is it really, dude? Luna Classic, dude. Did you guys realize that's what kind of like made my channel back in the day, was Luna Classic? Gosh, I used to talk so much about Luna Classic, bro. Where's Lunk? Where's Lunk at? I haven't talked about Luna Classic in freaking who knows how long, dude. Oh my gosh. Holy shit, it is, dude. 94. Gosh, dang, bro. Yeah, something came off the top on this one. That's a pretty good pump. Gosh, dang, dude. 56% in the last month, or just in the last 24 hours, it's up 103%. Gosh. That's wild. I wonder what's causing that, dude. It's crazy. It's only up 237% from its all-time low. That makes me sick to my stomach, dude. Gosh, dude. Oh my god. You're only up 200% over the last 4 years. And that means that you were only up 100% after today, dude. Since it's 4-year low, May 13th. I still remember that, dude. Yeah, that's crazy to think, dude. Literally 24 hours ago, you were only up 100% on your long from all-time lows. It took 4 years to do that. That is such a god. That's so crazy. Oh my god. All right, Guy, take it easy, buddy. I appreciate you, man. No hating here. You know that, man. I don't hate. Okay, later. Oh, I thought you said haters. I read that as haters. I was like, I don't hate laters. All right, laters, bro. I appreciate you, man. That's so funny. I read that as haters. I was like, man, dude, is someone hating? I hope not, dude. I love Guy. Guy's awesome. Wow, XRP is going to tap 2. I saw that already, dude. No issues connecting. We'll be able to purchase just the dividend circuits. What are we talking about? The certificates, stocks, and Chia? How do you feel about AI algorithms taking over Bitcoin and crypto? I mean, we're already seeing a Vegas claw. AI algorithms are the way to go now, dude. And it is probably gonna make it harder for trading. Something bad going on with XRP? I think it's just the markets, bro. I wouldn't say it's anything to do with any particular. I mean, it's just the markets in general. I mean, the markets are getting obliterated right now. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin's back down. Yeah, it's gonna hit 2. It's bouncing off it. But I mean, you look at like I said, the 4 hour, the weekly stuff at the bottom, which is good. The daily is gonna come down. I mean, we're eventually gonna come down on this daily. It could linger up here for a couple days. We'll see. But the 12 hours working its way down now. 4 hours at the bottom. So there could be a relief somewhere in here. We already hit a fair value gap. right here at 88,000 on Bitcoin. If we go to XRP is in the same boat right here. You can see we come down, filled up. We've only filled up a quarter, like maybe 1/4 of this fair value gap, which happened back over here in December, which came back down to 199. So I mean, we could come down, which is on December 1st. We could come back down and probably tap this level again. We already kind of did. We hit it right at the top of $2. But the 4 hour doesn't lie, dude. We don't stay down here too long. And there could be a little rally coming up here. I'm about to be a meeting to sign a 140K lease on a tow truck. Oh my god, bro. Well, good luck with the lease, man. Hopefully it's not too bad. I'm going to start leverage trading again. I'm looking for the 6 hours, still coming down to my reset of 197. Yeah, put that buy order in and see what happens, dude. Markets are going to get obliterated. Something bad. Yeah, I don't think anything bad's going on. Nothing too crazy. Did we cry? Yeah. But yeah, we're seeing that right now with XRP. Ethereum's coming down. I mean, you can see it just tapped the top of this fair value gap at 2.9. The middle of this fair value gap is 290. So 2,900 for that. I mean, this could definitely come down. The 12 hours at the top up here. The daily is just coming down as well. Weekly's at the bottom, which is good. But yeah, this 4 hour, I mean, we're at the bottom on the 4 hour here, guys. This is a pretty big fair value gap. I could see us probably coming and filling up half this fair value gap, dude. Like, I could see it already, dude. CZ going to pump Luna Classic and Aster. That's crazy. What do you think about the bottom for H-bar? Yeah, let's take a look at H-bar again. H-bar is pretty damn close already. Look at that, dude. It's pretty close. I think, it's probably right there. There's a small little fair value gap here on the 4 hour. You can see it's just dinky. It just got filled up right there. 12 hours working its way down. Pretty hot right now. Day chart's still working its way down. I mean, we probably have a couple days. It's probably going to be a Saturday. We'll probably look into a Sunday, Monday, dude. It's probably going to go back to a Sunday, Monday where we have a pump. You know what I mean? What do you think about Zcash? Where Zcash is right now? It's crazy to see where Zcash is right now, dude. Zcash has been around for a long time, and to see it back to where it was is kind of wild. But shout out to them for that, dude. I'm in a lease with Penske for 22 medium van at $1,850 a month. Gosh, dang, bro. It's sad when I read about wallets getting drained or people getting hacked. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, dude. Do not click on shit. That's for sure. Sign out of your wallets. That's what it comes down to. People are just not logging out of their wallets or putting measures on there to where, you have like two-way authenticators, before you get in there, 2FA authenticated before you get in there, face scan, code, password. People just leave their wallets open. Hey, Austin, why aren't the shorts getting sniped? I think they are. It's just the majority of people are trying to be bullish about the market. And so the more longs are going in than shorts are going in. So that's kind of why, dude. I made it. Gonna go back and watch from the start. All right, Top Hop, appreciate you being here, man. That's a crazy lease for a van. 1850, dude. That's insane, dude. Where do you see ADA? Dude, ADA has been rough, bro. ADA's been, dude, dead on arrival. ADA is dead on arrival, dude. I mean, I don't know if you can go any lower, dude. I don't know if you can go any lower on ADA. I'm going to be honest with you. ADA is, I mean, they just tapped the bottom of this. I mean, literally today or this week, they tapped the bottom of that fair value gap on the weekly, dude. That's crazy. I mean, this is probably as low as you, I mean, dude, you're at, that's wild, man. Yeah, ADA's probably freaking ADA, dude. Goddamn. ADA is the worst. I mean, technically right now, I mean, it's technically a buy. I mean, in all reality, looking at it, am I going to buy it? Probably not. But I mean, in all reality, it's kind of a buy. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, you can't fib that thing, dude. I mean, it's probably a buy, dude. Let's see. I'm going to draw this little, oops, wrong one. I mean, it's getting there, dude. I mean, it's definitely, it's retraced past the 0.5 into the 618. I mean, yeah, maybe put a buy order in for 40 cents right here right in the middle of the golden pocket and see if it hits. And then just wait for the bounce back. What is it on the box truck? My insurance will be $250 a month. That's a lot, dude. I'm guessing we pump on Monday leading up to the FOMC. Yeah, I think Sunday, Monday kind of be like it's kind of trending that way right now. Sunday, Monday. Let's see here. How low for ETH? I mean, ETH, again, we can see there's a fair value. I mean, I was saying 20. I mean, probably anywhere from 29, maybe 2,900. Let's see what the retracement is on this one. I haven't drawn one out on this one. I mean, yeah, that puts us right. I mean, dude, you could probably put one in for 28.5 right now to see if you hit on 28.5 right in the middle of a golden pocket zone, right at the bottom of the fair value gap. Maybe put one in if you want to be a little less aggressive. You can put one in for 2,900, which is right here in the middle of the, past the 0.5 and into the 618. So 4 hours at the bottom, 4 hour doesn't lie. You could have a nice little bounce back. But I mean, right now we know the 12 hours over purchased. It's coming on its way down. Day chart's definitely going to be coming down at some point. Like I said, next couple days we'll probably have a better idea of where to go. You love ADA, dude. BP. Ooh, I don't know, man. Towing insurance is probably different. Thanks for all the help. No problem, Paul. Appreciate you being here, man. But I'm gonna hop off here. Been off for an hour and a half. I got to actually go do some errands with Fan. Happy wife, happy life, right? So I got to go do some errands for her on this beautiful Friday. Actually, I should say miserable Friday afternoon. It's pouring down rain and cold. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna hop off here. I'll probably be on tonight, dude. I'll probably be on here later this evening. I don't have a time frame, but I'll probably come on tonight and just kick it with you guys if you guys are up for it. Talk about whatever, but yeah, just appreciate each and every one of you guys being here today on this Friday. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. As you guys know, the markets are coming down. I just gave some levels on where things could be. Obviously, I'll probably go put some trades in on those. We'll see if we actually hit. Technically, I should probably be shorting the market, but again, I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Weekend stream, yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't have anything on. We have one game on Saturday. They're playing the number 3 ranked team in the state on Saturday. So that's at 4:50 p.m. It's like 4 or 5 p.m. I have to look at the schedule, but it's a later evening one. So I'll be on Saturday morning, and then we don't have anything Sunday, so maybe I'll be on Sunday morning too. Maybe I'll have a full weekend of streams, bro. Maybe that's what we'll do. So go get that money. Why not? Hell yeah. And in the meantime, I'm going to go hit up Fox One and see about getting marketing now that everyone's telling me I need to get marketing. So I was doing it for free, so maybe I'll get some marketing now, and then we'll just start by pumping out videos. I'm just kidding. But yeah, with all that, guys, hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Love you guys a ton. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.